Ether. Chapter 15. After Coriantumr recovered from his wounds, he remembered the words of Ether, and saw that nearly 2 million of his people had already been slain. Mighty men, their wives and children. His soul mourned, and he repented of his evil. He wrote to Shiz, asking him to spare the people, and offered to give up the kingdom. Shiz replied that if Coriantumr would surrender himself to be slain by Shiz's sword, then he would spare the people, but the people would not repent. The armies of Coriantumr and Shiz were stirred to anger, and battled fiercely. When Coriantumr was about to fall, he fled to the waters of Ripliankum, where both armies camped. The next day, they fought a sore battle. Coriantumr was wounded again, and fainted from loss of blood. Still, Coriantumr's armies pressed Shiz's armies, causing them to flee south to a place called Ogath. Coriantumr's army camped by the hill Ramah, where Mormon had once hidden sacred records. All the remaining people of the land were gathered. Those for Coriantumr joined his army, and those for Shiz joined his. For 4 years they gathered strength, preparing for war. When fully assembled, men, women, and children armed for battle fought all day, but conquered not. At night they lamented the loss of their slain with cries that rent the air. The next day was terrible and full of battle, but again neither side conquered. They mourned through the night. Coriantumr sent another epistle to Shiz, asking him not to battle, but to take the kingdom and spare lives. But the Spirit of the Lord had ceased striving with them, and Satan had full power over their hearts. They hardened their hearts and went again to battle. They fought all day and slept on their swords at night. The next day they fought until night, and again slept on their swords, drunk with anger. The next day all had fallen by the sword, except 52 of Coriantumr's people and 69 of Shiz's. They fought again all day, leaving only 32 of Shiz's and 27 of Coriantumr's people alive. They ate, slept, and prepared for death the next day. These were mighty men in strength. They fought for 3 hours, and then fainted from loss of blood. When Coriantumr's men had enough strength to flee, Shiz rose and swore in wrath he would slay Coriantumr or die by the sword. He pursued and overtook them. They fought again until all had fallen by the sword, except Coriantumr and Shiz. Shiz fainted from loss of blood. Coriantumr rested on his sword a little, then smote off Shiz's head. Shiz struggled for breath, then died. Coriantumr fell to the earth as if dead.